Welcome back to the Charged Up Show. In this episode, we talked to Guelph Storm right winger Braeden Bowman. Braeden played for the Duchies and recently got drafted into the OHL by the Guelph Storm to play with Episode 3 guest Ben McFarland and Episode 9 guest Cooper Walker. This episode was brought to you by 519 Sports Online. 519 is a positive promotional platform which brings you highlights and interviews from your favorite teams across the region. Make sure to check out their social media channels on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and be sure to like and subscribe to 519's YouTube channel at youtube.com/519sportsonline. Thank you to Darren and his team for supporting the Charged Up Show.
Braeden Bowman with a tip in front. That's two shorties and a goal in the power play. And period, Braeden Bowman in front, going down, bangs it home. That's his fourth goal of the series. Kitchener in control. A few minutes later, the Dutchman on the power play. It goes to Braeden Bowman. He scores his 20th goal of the season. The Victus product, giving the...
Please welcome my boy, Braeden Bowman, or Bones, to the podcast finally.
It's about time.
Okay, Bowen, so all the viewers just watch your highlights. We didn't tell you about this, actually, but with our awesome editing skills, they just saw all your highlights from the Duchies. So it's pretty good intro. And what do you mean it's about time? I've been trying to get you on forever.
I was a bit nervous to hop on. You guys got a good reputation and everything, so didn't want to mess up. But, I got the confidence up, and I feel good.
So are you more nervous than on a 519 video, or?
I don't know. I feel pretty confident with Darren there. He's a good interview.
Okay.
Great guy.
Just get puck steep, just get on the forecheck and puck steep. Okay, so Nate and Keith we're gonna do our 519 speed round with you. You have to answer every question as fast as you can. First thing that comes to mind. They're gonna hammer out some good questions. I haven't even looked at them.
All right.
And we'll see
some of them. Yeah.
Just be prepared. They're interesting, but we'll get them done. All right, Keith. All right. Start it off.
If you go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? I mean, without COVID though.
Hawaii.
Ooh.
All right. Go to cheat meal.
Baconator from Wendy's.
Okay.
McDavid
Quick answer.
Wendy's.
McDavid or Crosby?
McDavid.
I knew that already, but Crosby's better.
All right. Dog or cat person?
Dog. 100%.
Go to dance move?
I don't know. I was watching Ertles yesterday. I like his move the hips answer. I have to go with that one too. Probably.
Oh,
fair enough.
Kowalik was the worm.
Oh, the worm, eh? That's a good one too.
Right? That's what Kowalik said, was it not?
I said that.
I think so.
Interview.
Yeah.
I can bust out a worm. Pretty nasty. All right. Go to hype.
Do you want to do it on the video?
Yeah. Just do it right now. All right. What's your go-to hype song?
I don't know. Maybe some like AC/DC stuff.
All right.
Like, I don't know. A couple of those songs are good.
Auntie.
It's a good one.
Favorite movie?
Step Brothers or the other guys probably.
Okay.
That's a popular one, it seems like. All right. For last year Halloween, what was your costume choice?
I was a cow.
Okay.
A cow. Otters and everything?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Everything.
Let's go. In a movie about your life, who would play you?
Maybe like Liam Hemsworth.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Good answer. Favorite TV show to binge?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
All right.
Respectable. Favorite, what could you cook the best? Favorite meal to cook?
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese?
Yeah.
Okay.
A window or aisle seat on a plane?
Window. Like to look at the view. It's pretty nice.
The Simpsons or Family Guy?
Family Guy.
Okay.
All right, last question. When you're at the dentist, I gotta know this. What type of toothbrush you going for? What color?
Blue. Always blue.
All right.
Okay, on a more serious note, I'd like to add one. Who do you role model your game after?
I kind of like Ryan Johansson mixed with like Nazem Kadri, like a bit of grind with Kadri, but like good vision with Johansson. Just like the mixture between them.
So, kind of first question is, a lot of people call you Bonesy or
His
Bone.
parents call him Bonesy, for the record.
Oh.
Oh, it's his name. But continue your question.
How'd you get that nickname?
So when I was like younger, like 10 or 11, I was like super skinny, like just skin and bones. So my dad just used to call me Bones, and then it stuck pretty much forever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a plot twist. I was not expecting that as the
Yeah, some
origin
people think it's
story.
my last name, but no.
Well, I thought, okay, it's just like everyone has their hockey nickname, right? Like, well, everyone calls me Mules at the rink or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Something, okay, like, this is just Bones. And then I go over to his house, and his mom's like, hey, Bones, how was your day? And I'm like, and I was like, what? I was so confused. So we'll get into the hockey now. Is just the current before we go over the last year or two, and how are you finding not necessarily the training, but the mental side of training right now? Like, obviously, I'm going through it too, and we're about the same for training right now. And how are you going through it?
Yeah, it's kind of just like doing as much as you can with what you have, honestly. Like, whatever, like, whoever does the most right now is going to be more beneficial when the season starts. So, always have that in the back of my mind, just trying to do more than, like my peers, like just do a little bit more than my competition, just so I can have the upper hand when the season starts.
That goes right into last year. And how was it working out, obviously, with your now teammate, Sikic, and also more notable, being able to work out with Mark Scheifele and Hoffman, and maybe not working right with them, but just getting to watch them on a daily basis. And how much did you learn from that?
Yeah, like it's pretty cool watching them and how they handle themselves in the gym and all the little things that they do just to get better than the other guys you're going against. So you take as much as you can from them and then just try to implement it into your training and on and off the ice too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's crazy to see, like, just how I don't know, like I see Brian Little on a pretty regular basis, but like what are the things you notice from them? Let's get some specifics. And obviously they're just crazy focused, but what are some of the things that you noticed?
Yeah, like you said, the focus, and then just like the little things like breathing, doing just like head up, chest up, all the little things that are gonna get them maximize their like what they're trying to get out of the workout. So just the little things like that. Just trying to get every time, not skipping a rep or anything like that. Just trying to get better.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you say your motivation's kind of lower, or you're not as motivated right now just because of the circumstances?
Yeah. So, I mean, in the beginning, it was kind of hard going from 3 times a day on the ice sometimes because of Victus and just normal practices, and then going from that to like just nothing, no ice time for like 2-3 months. It was kind of tough, but then you start to realize that everyone's in the same boat, and then whoever does the little things is going to be the guy who comes on top in the end. So just stick handling the green biscuit, shooting pucks as much as you can on the rollerblades, stuff like that, until the rink started opening up, which is really good.
Yeah, that's a great answer for sure.
The beginning was definitely the hardest I found too. And at the beginning, like, you're like, okay, like, this is great. And, like, you can, all you do is work out now, but like it was pretty tough for a while just to have motivation when you're training for October, maybe even November, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely shows you too, like the people who like grip on and keep going, like they're the ones that are going to succeed on the other end of this too, right?
Yeah, they're the ones that are grinding right now.
Yeah.
So we'll hop into hockey now. And I just asked this question earlier, and to Ertl, and he had the same response I did. And obviously, I didn't play minor midget AAA, and maybe that's why I have this opinion. But you're obviously someone who played minor midget AAA, and now that you're a year out, almost going into your second season on minor midget, like how insignificant is that year now that you're out of it?
Yeah, I mean, leading up to the season, everyone's talking about it because obviously the draft's at the end of the year. But I think that even if you play AAA, or don't. It's honestly whoever works the hardest, whoever does all the little things right and just works as hard as they possibly can. It doesn't matter if you played AAA that year or not. I think that's like with you mules, worked hard, and then you're going to Pete's camp if they hopefully have one. So just honestly work hard and then just do all you can to compete against everyone else.
Yeah, that's a pretty wise answer. And kind of moving into like the NHL camps, we saw you had a first
OHL.
Oh yeah, sorry, OHL camps. So you had a first taste. How was that experience, and did you enjoy anything?
Yeah, it was really fun. I mean, seeing all the guys there, them on the team, and the guys were competing. It's pretty cool to be able to play with them and against them, and you see how hard they work and their habits on and off the ice. So you just try to soak it all in while you're there, and then try to use it back in your season, and hopefully make the team the next year.
How much going into that first rookie camp as a 16-year-old, how much did it help having Sikic, obviously a very good friend of yours, but Charged Up Show guests Cooper Walker and McFarland were coming out with their golf video sometime this week, or it'll probably be out by the time we upload this podcast.
Shameless plug.
So you'll go check out the Charged Up Open. But how awesome was it to have that? Like, it's one thing going to Guelph, but being able to have all those guys and being close versus going to Flint and absolutely no one going there. Or that's just insane.
I was really fortunate to be able to know a bunch of the guys that I like going into my first camp. It really helped, but I was really fortunate, like having Sikic, as you said, like Benny and Coop. I was really excited. I was really nervous at the same time, but then I had them there to help me through it, guide me through a couple of things. So they supported me a lot, and I was really happy for that.
What did you find really cool about playing in the OHL, and like the kind of adjustment and transition from everything else? Did you find it challenging?
Yeah, I did. Like when I played my first game, the exhibition game, my first exhibition game I was really nervous for, and then once you get out there, there's a lot of people watching. You just kind of drown the fans out and you try to play your game. Obviously, it's really like super fast hockey. You got to make really quick decisions, but I felt like I was prepared, really, really well prepared for that. And then when I played my first game regular season, it was a big change because I played in the GOJHL for most of my whole season, and then jumping from that league to the OHL is a big jump, but I felt like I was really prepared because we kept the high tempo and the practices that we had for the Dutchmen and stuff like that. So I felt like I was prepared for that.
And then what was we'll hammer out all of our Duchies questions now. And what was your original adjustment to Junior B? Obviously, you had an awesome season. You had third on the team in points. Like, you had an awesome season, but how was your adjustment at the start? We all know how it finished and how awesome you were, especially by the end of the season. But what was it like at the start for you?
Yeah, it was minor midget to any level of junior is obviously a big jump, but I felt like the guys in the Dutchmen helped me a lot being able to transition. And then the gameplay it's obviously really physical in that league. And you just got to work as hard as you can. And you start to get used to it after a couple of games. And then it's just trying to go to the rink and work as hard as you possibly can. And obviously getting some points is good, but you got to work hard to start, and then the points will eventually start to come. So
how do you deal with the ups and downs throughout the season?
I think we lost our first two games of the season. And then once we started playing together and practicing as hard as we can and just working as hard as we can, the wins started to come. And then obviously there was a couple of slumps in the season, but we went to practice, worked out what we could and worked as hard as we could. And then as we went on, the slumps started to die out and we started to get the wins. But I felt like our team was really good at dealing with adversity like that. So I was really fortunate to have the group of guys that we did on our team.
And another guest we had on our show, Sean Kowalik, he's a really cool guy as well. But how do you find him as captain and playing under his wing for the second half of the season?
Yeah, he was a really good captain. I mean, he's always helping out the younger guys and even the older guys. But as a 16-year-old, I was really nervous going in, and then he kind of took me under his wing and then supported me through most of the season, which I was really thankful for. And yeah, he's an unbelievable player, and I was really, really fortunate to be able to play on his line for a bit there. And just watching the stuff he did with the puck and how hard he worked, it was really awesome to see that.
It's cool to see the tables kind of turn as well, because I know this season Matt's going to be playing with Sean Kowalik as well.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, it's honestly like a privilege just to be able to play with him. He's such a good player and an awesome guy too off the ice. So yeah, Mule is going to have a lot of fun.
And I want to go back and touch on the slumps. And you definitely didn't deal as much with as much slumps as I did this year, but how'd you deal with personal slumps? I know you talked about team because you're trying to act like a team first guy on the podcast, but I'm joking obviously. But how'd you deal with personal slumps? And I know you didn't have a lot, but even the couple games you expect to score a couple points and you don't get any. And how did you deal with those?
Yeah, obviously sometimes you go on like 5-10 game streak where you don't get a point or a goal. And it's tough to deal with at first, but then you just start working. You work hard trying to do the little things right, play a bit more simple, and then as the games go on, you get more comfortable, and then the points start to come, or the results that you're looking for start to come. But it's honestly just going back to the basics when you're in a slump, and then just building up from there, and then you'll eventually be able to get the points coming in and then get the results you were hoping for.
Your first game in Saginaw, what was the moment that you found out, and how was the overall experience of the game?
Yeah, so I got a call from the GM. I think it was like a couple days before, just asking me if we had a game or practice that day, and I said no. And he asked me if I wanted to come play for them, and I was really nervous in the beginning, and then once I started driving there and got on the bus and stuff, the nerves started kind of to go away. But then when you get to the rink and then just doing warm up, you're just thinking about it and you're nervous. And then honestly, when you step on the ice, all the nerves just go away and you just got to play your game and work as hard as you can.
So obviously you had your 2 games, and it's hard. For me, let's ask something that would benefit me. What are the biggest things you took away from those 2 games, even though it's only 2 games? What was it like being on the ice, and what did you take away from it?
Yeah, like I said, it's just watching before and after the game how the players on Guelph handled themselves. Maybe it's going in, getting a workout after the game, doing the stretches before the game, just little things like that. And then on the ice, obviously, just make always tape-to-tape passes. Shots are, you don't really see many shots missed in net wide for the other team's breakout and stuff like that. It's just the little things that separate the good players from the great players. And then I tried to take a lot of those things back to the Dutchman when I went back. Just always keep your feet moving, head up, and stuff like that. And I felt that really helped me out when I went back to the Dutchman. Yeah,
that goes right along with our next one. And obviously with guys like Kowalik, Smilsky, and all the 20 bombs you guys had on the defense, obviously you were one of the favorites to win the GOJHL. And what was it like hearing the season was canceled in the second round of playoffs?
Yeah, I was extremely upset because I felt that we had a strong chance to win the Cherry Cup with the group that we had, and we were playing really good going into playoffs. In the first round, we played good, and then we played 1 game against Cambridge, and I thought that we played real good that game. And then when we got the news, I was really upset, and I made a lot of good friends that season, and we had a really close team, so it was really upsetting hearing that the season was over and we couldn't get a chance to win.
Yeah, that's tough for so many people, and I mean, I'm glad to hear that you're still kind of maintaining your workouts and stuff like that. So once the season comes back on, you'll be full gear and ready to go.
Yeah, and during that season, we always do our best to get info, and Paul Fee, he's going to come on next week. Actually, he's been helping us with a lot of info for the Duchies boys. And what's your comment on every time you guys are out to dinner, you're always mucking 3 pounds of wings?
Wednesdays during the season, we had workouts, and then I got pretty tired. pretty hungry, and then all the boys would go out for wings. Might have had a couple too many, but they were so good that I
It's bulking season.
couldn't resist.
Now, kind of like last question here, but what are you looking forward to most about your future in the OHL?
I think it's just being able to play at that high level that I've been dreaming to play for my whole life and working towards, and then making some new friends, new bonds that I'm hopefully going to have for a long time, and then, expanding the ones that I already have with some of the guys in the team. And I'm just super excited to get the chance to do that.
And what are the things that you need to, from playing your couple games, from getting your feet wet in junior B, what are the things that you need to do or to work on? What are the things you think you need to improve to be able to be effective at that next level?
I think that, just getting stronger, obviously getting stronger faster, but having a quick release is really important. I think I need to work on that. Just getting the puck off my stick quick, surprising goalies sometimes. And then, I think having quicker feet, being just like faster pace, because obviously quick transitions in the OHL, and then they're all really fast skaters. So improving that and release and my first 3 steps and stuff like that, I think I'll be able to, if I improve that, I'll be able to play the best of my abilities.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks so much for coming on, Bones. And we're hoping we'll get you in a charged up open soon.
Yeah,
thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, boys.